Loudmouth, also from Tamanui, just up the road here. So these guys in the Dilemma Machine have got this one done well with a 56.442 to open qualifying round number 3 for the Group B category.
Funnily enough, mate, that's going to slot them right into P1.
Mate, you are
fire nice and early.
You are absolutely amazing. So, well, we've got Ollie Birder coming out in the flounder powder. Hoki, I'm trying to work.
Hoki Moana Tawa.
Hoki Moana Tawa, that's it. That's
now,
it.
she tells me she's a farm worker. Well, we had to get her occupation before, and she didn't want me to go too in depth, but she was playing with some cows the other day, and she reckons that they're worse than playing with sheep because they kick a bit harder.
Well, yeah, I must admit I haven't put myself in the firing line to be kicked by either a sheep or a cow. I've had a couple of horses kick me to the head, but, you know, no damage done there.
Your missus wouldn't do that to you.
Why the long face?
Stop it. Stop it. Let's see how these guys go, though, as they come through the Lucas Oils hairpin there. Just, he's a rotational error. Ollie, get back on track, son.
Yeah, so between the pair of them, they've got that all wrong. Need to go down and go through that hairpin again to be able to get back on track. So, no, they've decided.
No, that's it. Had enough. Now, I talking to Hoki down at the driver's briefing earlier on this morning, and I said to her, look, are you one of these animated navigators? And she said, no, I just sit there. And I said, what do you do? You move your head? You move your hands? She said, no, I just sit there. She says, because if I move my body, I move the boat.
Oh.
Right, so she likes to be strapped in nice and tight. She said, Ollie knows what he's doing, and there's only a very slight movement, and he knows to pick up for that. So, you know, the drivers and navies have got these different styles and whatever, but I thought really key point there that she doesn't move because it rocks the boat, right? So she doesn't need any of that.
No, well, that's interesting because obviously we've got people with helmets and radio communications, hand signals, but it's whatever the team decide to work on that works really well. And John Berry and Millie Simmons out there at the moment, the pairing from Napier and Hastings respectively, the Link ECU boat, 0800 My Engine, Glen Anthony, Sim Metal Stud, Industrial Manufacturing Services, Will Signs, SMB Productions, Is Car Plus, and Jono Berry, very nice around that hairpin there, the mouth fresh hairpin.
I like what you did there, KV. They're very, very nice as he heads up the P&P chute now. Going back very, very cautious. Not like Jono at all, but very cautious as he comes back through the centre of the course to come around and pick up the finish. This will be a good time too for Jono. Be the best one for the day, a 53.963, and he will be extremely happy with that. I think that's the best by about 1.5 seconds for that team there, KV.
Yeah, Millie Simmons, the navigator there, was very happy with that. Saw the animation in the back there, but we're hearing that Tim Coleman, we heard a big pop from the Violent Tendencies boat last round in the Group A category, an electrical issue. They're not overly concerned about it. They will get it back. So they're just looking for a spare battery, apparently. So they will be able to get hold of that. There's probably a few batteries floating around out there somewhere. I don't think it's going to be a AA size.
Or a C.
Yeah, or one of those ones you stick your tongue on.
No, not a lithium one, mate. We'll be looking for probably a calcium one.
Yeah, that's it. Well,
like
I hear the seaweed's going to be the next thing is what they're moving towards. I think that's just to feed fish, though. All right, it is Bryce Barron from Carterton and Kylie Barron coming out now. Kylie, the real estate agent, Bryce, the farmer, Fortitude Racing, Gray Clay Global, Central Auto Parts, LJ Hooker, Carterton.
Yeah, they're looking pretty stylish, these guys. They've gone all right qualifying 1 and 2, so they'll be looking to post a good time for qual 3 as they swing through the Lucas hairpin now. Oh, that's causing a little bit of trouble, that corner there, KV, as they come back through the centre of the track there and head...
Yeah, even that left-hander up the top there with the 2 hairpins in a row. Now the mouth fresh hairpin, just overcooking it in there, just really throwing the boat into that corner. And as soon as you start doing that, it just makes it a little bit hard to get the traction on the exit to it. So they'll just need to set the boat up a little bit better. But as the day wears on, that will certainly improve for Bryce and Kylie.
I like the idea of them coming out. This rotation they're doing now, okay, where they come around here, there's a big run to the finish line. And of course, in the middle of the race, they can do that and get a nice big loop and pick up some speed. They may have dropped a couple of seconds earlier in the lap. That's the time where they can make it up, when they can really put the hammer down and climb some time back.
Yeah, it's really getting that boat set up right for this high-speed sweeper at the front. 55.337 there for Bryce Barron. With this rotation, are they setting the boat up for the tight, twisty corners, or when you've got that opportunity for the big run, as you said, from the start of commentary right up to the top of the track there, that gives them the opportunity to really dial it up. That's what they're going to be trying to find, the balance between cornering or high speed. What's going to be the best? Well, we don't know, and none of the teams are really going to let us know either. So Venom with Chris Rasmussen and Holly Sutherland.
Yeah, that's interesting you say that, because we talk about this sport being a very family-orientated, family affair sport, one tight-knit, but they're not very quick to share secrets and what's going to get them a tight advantage on the track, are they, mate?
Well, interesting. What they'll do is they'll share a secret up until you get to within about 5 or 6 places up the order. Once you're in sort of the top 6 territory on a regular basis, that's when the sharing of the secrets stops.
Yeah, and I think I picked up in Featherston there with the likes of Neil Marshall. We're talking about that. Ollie and Cy Gibbon were pretty tight on his case. So those three, you know, as you said before, Cy Gibbon's worked his way to get up there, and he's now consistent in that top 3. So, you know, we talk about secret sharing, mate. That's I mean, look at this run through back there to take that time of 54.316. Yeah, I'm really going to enjoy watching the boats come through this. They're going to pick up speed there, mate. Even the big super boats will pick up some stuff there.
Oh, yeah, when they start opening their legs and hitting the throttle a little bit harder, opening the butterflies, whatever it might be, getting the turbos really wound up, it is certainly going to be exciting as we see now Sam Gray and Mike Allen from Carterton coming out. Good to see you got the Mina machine racing there. We're not going to see the Mina machine out here today, unfortunately. Richard Murray blew the engine at Featherston. Saw the photos on Facebook, absolutely destroyed it.
I reckon he could have built it in time, though.
Well, he could have buffed it out and used a little bit of blue tack or something like that.
Good paperweight now, though.
Well, it's going to be a magnificent paperweight. So that might, in fact, be the end of Richard Murray's race career.
Really? Really, and of course, Richard and Julia, promoters here in Wanganui, done a fantastic job in promoting the sport. It was all over Facebook. Saw the signs on the way down from the Hawke's Bay yesterday, and I'm just so pleased. We've got a nice day dawned, fantastic crowd building on the bank, KV, and as we said before, we're in for a fantastic day's racing.
So Sam Gray and Mike Allen out there in this Group B, the older style Stinger hull.
Very cautious run from these two. You know,
but still smooth. So the 57.259 there, very consistent on the wheel, not oversteering it. So just got to get the pace back into it. Interestingly, we haven't seen Daniel Reid appear in either of the first 2 qualifying runs, and I'm not sure that I can see his boat down there on the ramp either. But the next boat out will be the Beaver reliever of Carl Beaver and Jay Amon, the pairing from the Waikato, the fitter and turner and administrator, KB Engineering Limited, Fuchs Oil, Silver, Ferns, Marquees.
Now I've just got a message through, mate. I've got a mate sitting on the banks, come all the way down from the Hawke's Bay. So g'day to Craig and Sam that have come down today. Good on you, boys. They like the look of this boat. Have absolutely no reason why they would like the Beaver reliever, but that's okay. It's a pretty smooth looking boat too, and of course these guys were top of Group B down in Featherston, took out round 1, so they're defending champions, I guess you could call them, KV, and they'll be looking to cement their spot on the podium again here today in the beautiful Whanganui.
Not sure that you say Fong, I think it's Wong. Now I understand. I understand the principle of the WH is F, but I think here the H is silent, as you said earlier. Yeah. So we'll just leave it at that. We'll call it Wanganui. Okay. That's what I was told the town was named.
Round 1 to KV.
Yeah, that's it. And,
I'll get you back.
Oh well, yeah, that'd be right. I wouldn't be surprised if you want to get on my back.
Oh, you wouldn't mind carrying me there, a little bit lighter, mate, a little bit lighter.
52.990 there for Carl Beaver and J.O. But geez, I tell you, mate, yeah, no piggybacks for you. But we did mention that Buttercup didn't appear in qualifying round 1 or 2. I did have a chat to him. The boat will be coming off the trailer in a minute. They had an oil pump issue. That was the seal was leaking on that. But it turns out he didn't bring enough fuel to race all of the qualifying, assuming he gets into the finals. So he hasn't come to the racetrack with enough fuel.
Well, what a rookie mistake.
Well, I'm sitting there going, of all people, Buttercup. Of course, Daniel Reed's his real name, Butterbean. We call him Buttercup because he loves it. Well, he doesn't love it. He really hates it. So he's sitting there. Apparently, he's been running around the pitch going, "Oh, can I borrow a couple of litres? Can I borrow a couple of litres? I don't know how you can borrow fuel because once it's burnt, you can't get it back.
Can't come back. That's right. Of course, it works for the best of them in motorsport. Look at Scotty McLaughlin and Bathurst, mate. He was so lean on that fuel. So I reckon Butterbean's going to be, he'll be fine, mate. He'll be fine. Don't worry about that. He'll get through the meeting with enough fuel.
Yep, so Egmont Industrial Supply, Duke Transport, McClutchy Contracting, Reed Engineering, and Horizon Insurance, Sue Webster.
We talk about the different styles of drivers and navigators, mate. Check out the sunglasses on Butterbean here, mate. He's got glasses like you. Some of them come out with the full mask. Some of them have got the open face helmet, like Uncle Tony Reed. He just wears the open face helmet. You can see his
Buttercup very, very wide coming down towards commentary. That put the boat within an inch of its life of running up on the tyres, and we know that always is fraught with danger. But Buttercup in his first run now into the fast part of the track, into the nut, that's where it tightens up. So Buttercup, oh geez, he grabbed the inside of that bank just a little bit, grabbed a little bit of the peninsula under there, that unsettled him. But Buttercup will be happy with that first run that he's had today with a 56.710 into P6.
That's his second run, mate.
Second run, was it?
He came out qual 2, remember?
Oh, no, I don't remember.
You know, you were away.
Oh, that's
right.
right.
Having an undrink.
I was organising coffee.
You were getting coffees, mate. No, he came out in qual 2, went okay. So now he'll be happy with that because he's got 2 under his belt now. So.
Right, okay, I stand corrected.
That's all right. 1-1.
I'm occasionally wrong.
1-1.
But actually, no, I was wrong to say that I was wrong.
Like my wife, mate, not often wrong, but right again. Love you, dear.
Hayden Wilson in white noise will come out next. Yes, absolutely. Moving along. Jaden McDonough doing the navigational duties. Aaron Greek's normally the navigator here. Apparently something went wrong with him this morning. I do believe he blew a cuticle on his toenail. He's a bit of a soft sort of person and going to have to sit the day on the bench.
That's okay, mate. Might have dropped the chain on the Harley or something like that. You never know.
So Hayden Wilson, of course, one of the locals here, has won a number of New Zealand. He's gone the wrong way, Hayden Wilson. Had an engine issue at Featherston. The first run this morning, the boat sounded very, very rough. They're back on track again now.
Briggs, he'll be sitting on the bank going, told you.
Yeah, he should have gone that way, should have gone this way, should have gone that way.
Yeah, look at that. See that wash? That's going to cause a lot of problems through that corner there early on in the stage. As it comes through now and they pick up, they're out of trouble there. It's a tight mouth fresh hairpin as they come back through the centre of the course now. Back down. Look for the big run towards the...
Towards the finish line is Hayden Wilson that comes across with a 49.323.
Interesting time with a rotational area.
No, he's still carrying on. Yeah, no. It was the split. The split got us wrong. That's what happened. We got confused with the split. It's early days.
Now he's finished, right?
Right, has he? Yeah, right.
64.559. Oh, that's all right.
Okay, what we should do is wait until the boat really slows down, then we'll look at everybody, and we need some thumbs up when they're finished if we could, because at the moment the communication difficulty is apparent.
Hang on, I'm missing the glare off Mel's head, so I'll just shine that up. We might put a hat on him so I don't get blinded. I don't have any sunglasses up here.
Jeez, I'll tell you what.
No, I can assure you there's definitely no fuzz on the top of that head, mate.
No, that was just blurry eyes, mate.
I hope all the people on the bank have got their sunnies on, mate, because if that sun comes through that cloud, it's going to be a big bright light shining out the middle of the track.
I think they call it a beacon. Lighthouse.
Yep.
All right, Tim and Debbie Edhouse in Liquid Addiction. They came out and have had a couple of good runs for their first 2 qualifying rounds. Our final vote for the Group B qualifying round number 3 Oh, very, very wide around there. Wow, that's a really interesting line, but certainly didn't oversteer it coming out of there, didn't panic, and just trusted that the boat and that himself and his ability was in the right place. And that just shows a man bringing with confidence. Of course, the reigning and New Zealand champion in the Group B category is Tim and Debbie Edhouse. So how are they going to go around Mount Fresh?
Yeah, look
very
at that.
nice.
Very nice. Of course, these guys, talking about, I touched on it before, they look a bit like the Stig with the full mask across the face. You can't tell which one's Tim and which one's Debbie, but that's okay. We know who they are up here as they head up into the nut as it tightens up through there, back through the centre of the course now. Very, very smooth transition. Oh, look at that swing round there.
Yeah, that
and
constant
they're going to be happy
radiant.
with that.
54.934, and that will put him into P4. Carl Beaver leading the way. That was John Berry, Chris Rasmussen, Tim Edhouse, Bryce Barrett, Sam Tweedy make up the top 6 for qualifying 3 of the Group B category. We are